we do move on for the moment to one of the island's most famous longtime residents. This is on the recovery side of things, Oprah Winfrey. She spent the past several days, along with many others, doing what she could.
You would see people lined up, cots right next to each other. You would see people with all of their worldly possessions in, like a small garbage bag. You figure out what the rebuild.
I'm not buying it. Owning 2,000 acres of someone else's land, someone else's sacred land.
Oprah now commands over 1,000 acres. But here's the twist. Amidst this real estate surge, a sudden fire happens, destroying homes nearby, but leaving her vast terrains unscathed.
Once again, Oprah Winfrey is allegedly on the verge of getting canceled over the whooping amount of land she owns in Maui amid the recent devastating fires in the area. Let us take a look at Oprah Winfrey and her lands that are causing her controversy after controversy. Oprah Winfrey has sparked controversy with her recent visit to the War Memorial Complex in Wailuku, which is currently functioning as an emergency shelter for survivors of the Maui fires. Her visit generated headlines after reports emerged that she was denied entry along with a CBS News crew. Oprah's initial visit was met with restrictions imposed by the shelter management, and according to reports, she was informed that no camera crews or journalists would be allowed inside the shelter to respect the privacy and dignity of those seeking refuge. Oprah decided to proceed without her CBS News crew and personally engaged with survivors. And while inside, she gathered information about their needs and subsequently visited local stores to purchase essential supplies, such as pillows, shampoo, and diapers, which she distributed to those affected.
For the moment to one of the island's most famous longtime residents. This is on the recovery side of things, Oprah Winfrey. She spent the past several days, along with many others, doing what
While showing up and helping reflected Oprah's attempt to help those affected by the fires, it has also amplified an ongoing debate about her presence and actions in Maui in light of her purchases of over 2,000 acres as natives continue to be priced out of their ancestral home. Since the fires began, people have called out Oprah on social media, and this situation has only deepened the debate over her controversial presence on Maui, since she has been a part-time resident of the island since the early 2000s, and she owns over 2,000 acres on Maui, 870 of which were just purchased earlier this year.
One of the things that Oprah was able to do after she took her first tour through there, had a visit with people, is she went to Costco, she went to Walmart, and she bought just basic necessities.
Oprah told BBC that she found out what people needed, then shopped at Walmart and Costco so she could hand out supplies like pillows, shampoo, and diapers. And outside of the shelter, she and CBS News spoke to some victims and volunteers. These reports caused an uproar online, and allegations started being thrown around. Most were asking why a billionaire with such a lot of land in Maui, which has been alleged to not have been scathed, did not offer to help by seeking shelter for the residents. Some claimed that buying necessities for the people would close people's eyes to the fact that she has enough of the locals' land to help them out. The county of Maui shared a statement on Facebook writing, "To clarify, Oprah was able to visit our shelter, and we thank her for instructing media journalists and camera crews to remain outside. We welcome Oprah to continue to uplift our community's spirit and give her aloha to victims of the tragic disaster." They said that her visit inside the shelter was truly heartwarming, and they appreciated her understanding of their policy of having no camera crews or reporters accompanying dignitaries and celebrities in their emergency shelters. While the county of Maui acknowledged Oprah's visit and her understanding of media limitations, her presence on the island continued to ignite the broader discussion about the impact of her real estate acquisitions and her relationship with the local community. "It's a little overwhelming, Winfrey said, but I'm really so pleased to have so many people, supporting, and people are just bringing what they can and doing what they can." Following her visit, Oprah took to Instagram to share a video discussing her interactions with survivors at the shelter and said she will make a major donation after all of the smoke and ash have settled there and they figure out what the rebuilding was going to look like. "And at some point, I will make a major donation after all of the smoke and ash have settled here and we figure out what the rebuilding is going to look like," she said. Oprah's statement went viral and was criticized by activists who've called on her to address the larger systemic challenges affecting Maui's native population. Many called on Oprah to return or open up her stolen land that she owns more than the locals, and others accused Oprah of looking for a photo op. The Maui fires have caused significant destruction, claiming the lives of more than 110 people so far and leaving 2,200 structures damaged or destroyed. The tragedy has led to the displacement of approximately 4,500 individuals from their homes. The aftermath of the historic wildfires has left over 1,000 individuals still unaccounted for a week after the blazes ravaged the island, and state officials have been issuing cautionary warnings that the death toll is expected to rise as search and recovery operations persist.
Welcome back to the island of Maui, scene of the deadliest wildfire in modern American history. Fires that started seemingly without warning less than a week ago, and they spread very fast.
The fires have already marked their place as among the most deadly wildfires in recent U.S. history, but the true extent of the destruction remains uncertain and may take time to comprehend fully. Maui County officials disclosed that the fire that consumed a significant portion of Lahaina had scorched an estimated 2,170 acres, and progress in containment efforts was reported at 85% for this blaze. Another fire, spanning around 678 acres and located on the western slope of Maui, was reported to be 75% contained, and thankfully 2 other fires on the island have been successfully contained. Current rescue efforts have included restoring power to all upcountry water pumping stations, with water expected to be restored after lines are flushed. An oil tanker in North Ka'anapali has also provided fuel for West Maui. As the residents of Maui awake to another day of destruction caused by a devastating wildfire that has so far claimed more than 100 lives and left hundreds homeless, many are wondering where the island's richest landowners are and what they're prepared to do to help. Maui has big names living on it, and most of these billionaires are actually remaining silent while people living around them are going through such a painful experience. Oprah, Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Clint Eastwood, and Steven Tyler are among the big names with homes on Maui, but except Oprah, none have commented yet on how they intend to help those in need. Bezos' fiancée Lauren Sanchez posted on Instagram that the fires were breaking her heart, but both she and him are yet to offer a statement. Oprah, worth $2.5 billion, owns nearly 2,000 acres of land on Maui and has been living there part-time for 15 years, and it's unclear if any of her lands were damaged, though it's being alleged that none of the lands she owns in Maui has been touched by the fires. She bought up the most recent parcel, 860 acres, in March this year for $6.6 million. Of course, not everyone is critical of Oprah, and there was even a nonprofit organization called Kakao Halikala that shared clips of Oprah passing out supplies on Instagram and wrote, "Mahalo nui at Oprah for following through. She returned with cots, pillows, and toiletries for the people in the shelter in Wailuku. She even spent some time with the people there. It was very much appreciated." The group added in another post, "Can we challenge anyone who's watching this and who calls Maui, Hawaii their home, like Oprah, to step up to plate and show your aloha and support? When in Hawaii, you act like the Hawaiians and Malama care. Where there's a need, you fill it. Just saying." This is not the first time Winfrey has shown support for those on the island amid local wildfires, and she also made headlines back in 2019 when fires swept across 10,000 acres of land, forcing thousands of people to be evacuated from parts of central Maui. Oprah opened the private road to her ranch to help island residents get up country and away from the blazes. Then Hawaii Governor David Ige shared his appreciation on social media. "A big mahalo to it, Oprah, for giving at Maui County access to your private road for use to assist in the Maui fire," he wrote. "While there are a lot of people who need help from the Maui fires, let us hope Oprah and other billionaires on the land come together and think of measures to help their neighbors on a bigger scale." A user on X, the social media site formerly known as Twitter, said, "Dear Oprah, Maui doesn't need a visit from you with a camera crew. How about matching Jeff Bezos' pledge of $100 million to rebuild? Now that's how you can provide cocoa hash Maui strong." Another wrote in a tweet viewed 22,000 times. "Oprah owns 2,000 acres in Maui. Her land wasn't destroyed. Her donation for recovery efforts should be the 2,000 acres she owns." What's your take on Oprah's recent scandal, and what do you think she should do? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculation and opinions. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.